Good morning, guys. My name's Tracy Newman. I'm from the Navigators Tarot, here to do a general energy report for this week. Interesting to see what the energies are like at the moment. It's a dull, rainy day here. I'm going to use these cards today, which are the Murder of Crows Tarot. Which I don't know which is the front. Maybe that. Maybe that. Maybe. Anyway, we'll have a look and see what's going on at the moment. Turn these the right side up. The Six of Swords. In the past energy, it's Six of Swords, which is moving into a calmer, more serene way of being. A lot of financial stuff going on at the moment, a lot of changes that are going on. We have the King of Pentacles here. The Six of Cups, which is nostalgia. Six of Pentacles. We have three sixes here. Good cards though, all Pentacles, all very grounded type of energy. Like grounding in a new way of looking at things, a new way of being in the physical world that we live in. And we're beginning to see that in our outer world. It starts to manifest. As it begins to manifest within, it then also has a reverberating effect on our outside world as well. We have the 9. Here we go. So lots of sixes and threes. No threes, sixes and nines. And we have the so the 9 of Pentacles. So actually really positive, really good, well-charged energy. And we have the King of Cups, which is moving into some sort of unconditional love for ourselves and others, which seems to be what we're moving into, a lot of us are moving into at this point in time, because we also have like these practical considerations, but we're moving more into, we're sort of grounding that in to this new world. And then we've also got the card of the King of Cups, which is, you know, very loving type of energy as well. So that's coming through. So we're moving into, we also have the World card here, which is literally, so I feel like we're coming into our own and really beginning to ground in this new world structure. The old world is now being removed and quickly crumbling and dying. And a lot of us now are moving into the actual probability, possibilities, and physicality of our new world and grounding that in. And a lot of it will be based on our ability to love unconditionally ourselves and others. And it's kind of like that's the new currency that we're going to be bringing into the new world and into our own lives. So we're coming out of that deceptive type of 3D world, very deceptive, grasping type of energy. We're moving away from that 3D matrix world that has kept us attached with unhealthy, toxic environments, and moving into star energy. So we have this beautiful star energy. So what I see is that the world is really going to start to crumble and fall, and probably starting to with the financial sector. That will begin its changes very soon. And if to us it will look like, to a lot of us who know, it will look like that it's a negative thing that's actually happening. However, it won't be. It will be working towards the collapse of our old world structure. And of course, that has been starting for a lot of us within our own world, and now we're beginning to see that in our outer world. But there is this beautiful star, the hope of our destiny, of our understanding of who we are. There is this hope that we can move into much more loving type of energies and more free type of energies in how we are to ourselves and others, and also to how the new world will manifest. Okay. Just keep going and see what else. So really positive energies for this week. Amazing stuff. You know, I haven't really been keeping an eye on what's been going on any sort of, like, quite often I'll go to, you know, a Rumble, like Rumble, to We the People News or Michael Jaco, or anyone that I kind of resonate with. But at the moment, I've been staying away pretty much. But it looks to me that, because of course change starts from within, so a lot of my changes have been about really settling into the process of just being, and instead of doing quite so much. It doesn't mean that I haven't been doing things like, you know, getting out in the garden and doing a lot of artwork and stuff, but yeah. So the other energies that are coming in here, is justice for a lot. Oh, and this is what I'm picking up. Oh, that's interesting. So the justice is really starting to come in, and judgment is really starting to come in for those that have wreaked havoc on our outer world. And because we have the devil here and we have judgment, there is this energy that is still a little bit prevalent on our earth plane, even though it's becoming less. I read someone's cup the other day, tea leaves, and pretty much we saw that what was going on, there was so much happening underground, so much happening everywhere that that a lot of us are not seeing. But it's kind of like the darkness is losing control and is diminishing. So there is this, you know, even though they're going to try and fight back, as we begin to shift and move within our own selves, we're going to see that in our outer world, and then that grasping effect of the darker aspects of self, and also then the darker aspects of our world, will begin to dissipate and fall away. And that's exactly what's happening at the moment. It's like calling judgment in to those darker aspects now and saying, enough, it's time for you to be removed, and it's time for you to diminish in dominion over anything, which is happening everywhere. And there's so much going on underground. There's, you know, like, so much happening with the royal families all over the world. You know, they're losing their stronghold, they're losing their connection to the darker aspects that have literally been feeding them from an underground archonic system. And so that is now, you know, happening, that is actually now being taken out. So there will be this huge shift away from authoritarianism, from monarchies, and moving into the freedom and sovereignty of ourselves as individuals, and then also to our countries, and ultimately the world. So we have the Ten of Cups here, which is about true love and unconditional love. So that's what we're moving into. Just want to see here. So so many really positive cards. There are a few that are coming up with the devil energy, but of course that is literally just a grasping on and a holding on, but nothing really to hold on to. You know, we are really, really now starting to ground in that new earth energy. And it's, as it's happening within, it's also, we're going to start to see it on our outer world. So the more that you heal yourself, the more then you will find a completely healed world. Because all change begins from within. Everything that we see in our outer world is literally just a projection of how we see things within our own structure, our own physical structure, and our own emotional and mental structure. Yes, so here we are. So we have the Nine of Swords, which is about sleepless nights, fears that are coming up. So for all of us who still hold some fear in any way, shape or form, this is basically saying to stand up in your power. Because we have the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands, and both are about taking action and cutting through any sort of bullshit with truth, absolute truth from the sword of truth that we all hold within. Then we have the Six of Wands, which is a really fantastic card to finish up on, because it is literally victory over our fears, victory on an outer level over the darkness and any fear that is trying to come at us, or fear-ridden bullshit that's trying to come at us through mainstream media, or those that are cabal based and darkness based. So fantastic stuff. We have, yes, rest, recuperation, and the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, that's what's going on. There are going to be some major changes, I think, you know, financially, but I've been saying that for a while. And I was listening to one guy yesterday who was pretty much saying that this could go on for the next year, the way it is. But I feel like there will be some changes that come in that will appear. It's like physical changes, maybe with our financial system, that will appear that all is going to get a lot worse, and it will appear that way. However, it is going to lead us to our ultimate freedom and a completely new currency. But it will look a little bit like we're going to drown. And for some, it will look that way, and it may be needed to completely awaken people to the world in which they live, and how it is not exactly what they think and may not be what they think. Anyway, that's all I have for you this week. I hope that makes sense, and I shall see you next week. If you haven't already, please hit like and subscribe, and I shall see you next week. Bye for now.